All right, guys, so it is the next morning. They did some work on the car. We're gonna go look at it for the first time. I'm gonna see the car before y'all. That looks literally like...
Quarter panel was beat on.
Oh my. Thank you very much to all the companies that helped me. Roll out, head to the tint place. That's crazy.
Reactivates the glue.
And it just comes right off.
It'll peel off and you just have a very minimal amount of glue.
I've never seen these windows so clear.
Today they will be the cleanest they will ever be.
Bye-bye, old tint.
Just like that, it's smooth as ice.
It's really crazy how easy that stuff slides on that. So that was strictly a dryer sheet that you just rubbed on there. That was all it was?
I wet it, I wrinkled it up a little bit and flattened it back out. It helps get the fabric softener out of it.
Oh, okay.
And once it comes out, I put it on the window.
So you get a free air freshener whenever you get tint.
Another plus is all the solution that I put the film on with is baby soap.
Hey, my car's gonna smell great. And I've said before, I'm very sorry you have to sit on the no interior and have to go in between the dash bar, not dash bar, but the harness bar and everything. I didn't think about that.
It's called race car, man.
But it, race car body without the engine, it needs. So all they got to do is get all of them bubbles out and squeegee those. That's really weird looking at it from this side. That's really cool. Dang, most of them bubbles came out super easy. All right, so we are leaving the tint shop right now where the car is getting tinted. Now we're gonna head to Tuscaloosa and pick up the truck. All right, we are pulling up to Mr. Chris's shop, and Chris is the one we dropped the truck off to, and he has that done, so we're about to pick that up. And this is his new edge. He's got a 2-valve with a pretty intense color shift on it and some gold wheels. This is the first time that any of us are seeing what color it is. Like, I don't even know what even close to it is.
How the f you do this? How many different colors are in this? Red, gold, green, copper, bronze.
Oof, oof. Oh yeah. You can definitely see the shine. Wow. Oh, you can see it kind of right here with the camera. Once it's outside, oof.
I was about to say.
Oh, you can see it with the light on it.
Hollow's just a light activated pearl, man. It's overcast, all you're gonna see is silver, but find your f***ing McDonald's.
You reckon that won't burn off?
No.
That's awesome. Oh my god. That's dope.
So this is the truck right here, and oh my gosh, it looks freaking great. Y'all all know I like silver trucks. I drove my dad's silver 2014 Tundra, my silver Tacoma, and now I'm driving my silver F350. But this one's a Ford, so it's got a little bit of sparkle to it. This is literally cool. Everyone in Alabama just likes their stuff to look good. The truck is silver, oh my gosh. That grill and the headlights both look great just because the truck is silver. All right guys, I'm filming with my phone because my camera was locked inside of the shop. And the shop owner is eating lunch right now and we don't want to bother him, so I'm filming with my phone. So hi, we are at the Mustang Museum of America. Let me just show you, this place is packed. Bro, there is a Superman helmet in there. Oh my goodness. So if you look down at this here pink colored, yeah, man, all these cars are in such good condition. The paint on all of them is just pristine. Saline Fox body, SVO. That turbo life. Just look at the amount of cars inside of this building. They are so many of them. Every single one of them is restored completely. They all have tons of stories to them. You can look back and read the papers and see what the car has been. Like this right here, this was a race car. See the pictures of it racing? Still has a roll cage. Ooh. I need those wheels. Ooh. What? Look at that shifter. Look at the shifter. VIN number 16, my dude. 4-bow seats. 5-speed just like my car. So that's stock color, correct? That's stock color. This car is stock. That's crazy. Mystic Cobra. That's really cool. Not many people get to see these. Oof. Mach 1s are so beautiful. Holy, this thing is so freaking beautiful. How hard is it to do the grill delete and just put the bunny out like that? Or the rabbit, not the bunny. I got Playmate on my mind.
Literally pop rivet, sit down, pop rivet, you're done.
Oh.
And I think if you buy it, it comes with this and the horse. So you'll just bolt straight into there.
Okay.
Pop, pop, you're done.
This is an Indy pace car. There are so many Mustangs in here. We are at the Mustang Museum of America. Shelby GT.
Where you at, Austin?
So on this 50th anniversary, look at this window right here. It looks like it's louvers, but it's strictly just the window.
That's dope.
It's even like, you can see it's got an inch. That's really cool. I didn't even know that Fox bodies were cop cars. And Wisconsin to be restored. So this car is going to be restored. Probably going to bring it to Paul's shop. Arizona going in with the stick shifts too. Some of these cars are auto, some of them are stick, like this one right here. It's kind of cool to see police officers driving a manual car. It's just not part of our generation anymore. Everyone's got an auto car. For y'all that don't know, I was born in Arizona and I lived there for 6 years. Canadian cop car? Wait, people went in the back of them?
Just look in the back seat.
Canada knows how to roll, my dog. That's a whole shotgun mount.
Royal Canadian Police mounted the shotguns in the rear seat area, actually removing the rear seat and installing a special shotgun mount.
So they took out the whole rear seats just to put them out there. See, people that have been around during all this stuff are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about when I show all these stuff, but people that are like younger than me are gonna be like, what the hell? I didn't even know. I like Florida, Idaho, Arizona. Honestly, I messed with the Georgia one too. The paint schemes. Here's a Kentucky cop car. It's to be restored though. They still know the history of all these cars, but they just don't have it restored right now. The cops would flex back then, man. 110 mile an hour, that was real stuff back in the day. If you had that, you were flying. Michigan had the hop-ups. Look at this, state police. Stop. You know what that's for? If you're driving in the left lane, you look over and you see that right there, you know you're about to get stopped. So this is a old Texas State Trooper car. Two guys from Texas actually got a hold of this car and they started playing around with it, and they thought it would be a good idea after they restored it to the original cop car position. They're just civilians. They started pulling people over, and they pulled over girls to get their phone numbers. The judge said, you have two options. We're crushing the car, you sell it out of state. So they sold it out of state, and this museum ended up picking it up. Like, that's something that's just wild, and you never think of that stuff unless you go to a museum like this. So I really recommend going. And if you're in the Alabama area, go up to this museum, National Mustang Museum of America. This is really awesome. Car right here, I'll show you here in a second, is a prototype. It's one of the first Fox body prototype police cars. Sticker price on the car, $9,800. So this is the first Fox body police car. That's really cool. Like #1. Here's the old Louisiana. Oof. Indianapolis 500 pace car. Like I said earlier, it has a roll cage in it. This is actually prototype #1. The first Fox body to have a 5-speed in it at all. When they switched from 4 to 5, this car was the first one to ever receive the 5-speed. So this is the prisoner cage. Completely blocking off the driver from the passenger with just a wall. So they advised him not to carry prisoners in the back of these cars because they're so small.
You can easily get out of that.
There's the siren. Wow. This is a 1969 Mach 1. Look at this. Oh,
It's a 4-speed.
these are like the SN95 of older Mustangs. They look like an Arrow. Yeah. Also, there is the Capris. I'm not the biggest fan of the Capris, but I like Mustang 2s are just ugly compared to those. Okay, I was wrong. These are Mustang 2s. Charlie's Angels. And this is a Roush, as you can see, Jack Roush edition. Yeah, the gold carbon fiber is kind of weird. Oh, those gauges are dope. Look at those. This could be us, but you playing. My V6 is playing. This paint is so pristine. Oh, I should have got a Roush bumper. Kevin here.
Whoa.
Bro.
Whoa, bro. What the? Oh, bro.
Oh, bro. Bro, you like my silver? It's so fresh and so silver.
Oh, nice. Got holographic. It looks better than it did.
Oh yeah, it looks way better. White's booty crust. This is not booty crust. You are just the coolest things in sliced bread. You like some bread? I like bread. Together we like bread. So I'm riding in this thing. Ooh, baby. All right, guys, so we are headed to the meet right now. We got Gavin behind us. We're in Mr. Jared's ProCharge Sadie's Army Mustang. Rolling deep. How's it going? Howdy, howdy, howdy. This is pretty solid. What's your name?
Dawson, howdy.
Dawson, I'm signing your car. Yeah. Where am I signing it? Inside somewhere? What is it?
Cameron.
How many people have you waxed with it? Big dope. Oh my gosh.
He's got a shit on my hat.
Yes, for sure.
Can't go wrong with it. Looking, man.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I know a little bit of history on this car. I'm gonna wait until someone explains more to me, but I'm pretty sure I know a few things about this car. This thing's freaking beautiful. Ooh, clutch wheels. Ooh, clutch. Hit me up for a sponsorship. My gosh. That's your license, dude.
2014 Challenger. Supposed to be the newest look for the Daytona.
Really? You think they're gonna go into production with that?
I don't know. They talked about it. place called HHR built the first one for the SEMA show.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen that car.
There's only probably about 50 of them across the United States right now.
I knew that they were rare because I've seen one before.
I owned the original Superbird at one time. Kept it 20 years and sold it. Thought I'd made a fortune off of it. 6 months later, the price jumped almost double what I'd sold it for.
Oh, dang.
That's when I decided to come up and just build one of these. It's reliable. You can jump in it.
That is true. I mean, you can. It's just a regular car, but it looks like an old one.
Regular car, but it looks like the old one.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
It's pretty sweet. I never would have thought I would have seen one of these down here. Coming in hot. Excuse me, excuse me.
You're like in range right there.
Oh yeah, I know I'm in range. I'm ready for it. Ooh, Mexico Racing League. Hashtag Brian. Follow Brian. Brian's a great person. When you're watching this, you'll know who you are. Don't flip that thing over. I have a story. I almost died in one of these things. I'll have to tell that to y'all one time. Like, I literally almost died. It was great. Dude, that thing is tall. Ooh. Jeep gang.
Dude, I've told you about me being all over the department. This
I'm the one that he made the post up.
Dude.
for the crime scene unit. I'm of course, crime scene investigator for the city. So I'm gonna give you one, and then you one as well.
That's really cool.
And then these are the.
I still haven't.
These are sweet.
That is really cool.
Dude, thank you so much for all your help with painting the car and getting everything done. He was busting his ass trying to get my car done the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
Told me you were coming. I said, dude, I've got.
I meant to post
his. Love y'all. Y'all are awesome.
Can I get a
Y'all are
good
down to earth,
front shot
cool
as Orby so I can
people.
post
Just
on?
like
Yes, sir.
I'm glad I could.
Thank you for serving.
Absolutely, man.
Bro, thank you again for everything. All your help, serving, and everything, man. It means a lot.
Look at this.
I have money everywhere.
Get the money out of it. Run it out. You weren't twisting it, you were tightening it. No, like that's a pipe. Oh, okay, my bad then.
So this is the donations for Addie's Army. He's running over this tube right here to see the donations, see how much was raised. Watch yourself. Hey, Jess, be careful. Go ahead. Hey, there it goes.
I'm right here. Throw it at him.
Crispy. So right now he is counting the total for the donations to the Addie's Army charity. This is gonna be pretty cool once we see how much.
60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 3, 3, 5, 10. That'd be $375.
That's pretty solid.
I appreciate everybody that came out for real. I really do. Thank you, man. Seriously. I appreciate it.
So guys, that is the pop-up meet. This was a great time. Thank you to everyone that showed up. Gavin just decided to show up last minute and it was just a good time. So thank you to everyone that helped set all this up. Southern Spotted guys, thank you to y'all. Mr. Jared, thank you to you. Dr. Pigment and Rail and everyone, thank you very much. Doug, thank you. I'm really thankful for everything that's going on and super excited for tomorrow. On that note, thank y'all very much. Have a good one. And remember to freaking send it.